Hey there, friends. Happy day to you. I've been asked a lot about how I arrange signatures that go into my flow journals. I'm really persnickety about my about my inserts in my flow journals. I like for things to be different. I like for everything to flow together, thus, flow journal. And I realized that a flow journal is about inspiration and about looking at a page and getting ideas. So I really do like to arrange things effectively. And I've been asked about how I do this. Last night I had my sweet friend saved me some Wall Street Journal magazines, which are just exceptional, and the images in them are stellar. And last night I cut images, and I thought that I would kind of just sit here with you guys. We're just perusing through a flow journal right now, so you can see the way that I kind of layer things. I love to, especially when I'm working with text, I like to layer colors. I like to layer those colors of white so you can really get an effect. You can really get a sense of how old these things are. This is 1836. This is 1876. And you can tell by the color of the paper that one is older than the other. I'm like I said, I'm really persnickety about the way that I arrange things in these journals for you guys, because I want them to be effective. I want them to be educational. I want them to be something you can read and maybe learn something from. This journal is royal purple, and I have not listed her in the shop yet, but I will do that sometime close to probably the end of the month. I thought we would just sit here for a minute and I'll create some signatures, and like I said, this is just the way I do this. There is no hard and fast rule about creating things to go into books or journals or junk journals or traveler's notebooks or whatever. It's just however you're directed by your inner artist. That's kind of how things work out. These are the images that I cut from the magazine last night, so we'll just go through these and I'll kind of let you know what I'm doing with these. These black and whites I will age these using the make everything new look old again technique, and I'll point you, there'll be an iCard up here on the top right corner of this video, and it will point you to the video where we can age things like this. I really do like every image that I chose last night. It was I love to do that. It's such a refreshing thing to just kind of sit and play with some images. Let me see if I can get that glare off. There we go. Wall Street Journal is heavily dedicated to fashion, so we get a lot of cool facial imagery and things like that. It's just a great magazine. It's a lot of fun to play with. Let's go ahead and I can see right now, I can see a color that is popping from this selection, and you're probably going to see it too. So we've got red, and we've got some red. Got some red over here, and then there's a bit of red here. So I'm going to choose these 4 images to work with. I love this, but it's a single image, so I'm going to put this up here to work with as a single image. And I'll show you what I mean by single image. These are, the images that I chose here are fold outs. They go like this, right? A single image is just an image it's a single image. It's just one that I've cut from a magazine that I think is really, really interesting. Let's start putting the signature together. And I want to have 2 different things going on here. I want to have the new with a little bit of the old, which I'm using old sheet music, and I'm using some tea-dyed, coffee-dyed papers that I just pulled off of the clothesline my baker's rack on my back porch is like my clothesline. That's where I dry my that's where I dry my clothes, because we try to, you know, we're very frugal here. We try to not turn on the dryer. Okay, let's get started. You know, let's decide on the cover of our signature. I kind of like this. Now, I realize that this is a rather smaller cover for a signature, so this has some nice heft to it. This is a full page like this, so I think I'm going to use this as the cover for a signature. And of course, then I tuck this into a piece of scrapbook paper or something like that. So we're looking at the colors, we're looking at the images. I like that. I thought that maybe I would use this on the front, but I think now that I'm going to. Let's see what happens here. I can pop her up a little bit. That looks pretty cool. And then I really love this as well. So we're going to kind of get a sense of our colors and our textures and what we have going on visually here. Alright, I like this. So let's choose some sheet music. And I'll tell you why I like the sheet music. One, that it has guitar chords, and it's like, that's cool. With the sheet music, it is a little bit crispy. And I know that I can get a super cool edge if I just kind of crease it and carefully tear it. I like the I'm in the mood for love thing, so I'm going to fold that. Just like that. I like to get the lyric and melody recognitions on here. As a songwriter, that's important to me. I love the annotations that are here in pencil. You know, another layer to the story. Okay, so I'm going to nestle that in there. I like the way that's looking. Let's choose some of these copy dyed and tea dyed papers. And I think that, you know, we had an airline image that was in our signature. I want to fold this up in a small way. This is a map, so we'll use that. Alright, so let's look at what we have so far. And we have our colors. Alright, here is our airline image. I think what we'll do is pull this out and stick this in. This paper was old and it did get a bit chippy when I did the tea dyeing for it. I kind of like that too. Our last image is, well, our last page is a graph paper that, again, it was an older graph paper that I tea dyed. I like for you guys to have something to write on that lies in the middle of a signature. Okay? So there we go. I think we're going to call that one done. You can't fuss too much over it, or you kind of lose you just lose it. Don't fuss too much. Fuss just enough. So there we go. You can see how nicely it turned out. I like the red vibe that we have going on here. I realize red is not everybody's color. Leanne. I love the red-haired girl, I think, and her just pale white skin. She's very lovely. So we're flipping through the whole signature to make sure that everything looks nice. I am meticulous about this, y'all. This is part of the art of making an effective, good, and beautiful flow journal. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for asking. If there's anything else that you guys might like to see me do, just let me know in the comments below. I love you guys bunches. Take care of yourselves. Talk to you soon. Bye.